In the early days of the pandemic, we knew for sure that the travel and tourism industry was severely impacted, and we dealt with it on the show, and then we dealt very much with the entertainment sector. Now we're going to circle back to the tourism sector. We didn't really touch the Hyatt Hotel. We spoke, I think, to some of the other members of the industry. Today we have on the line Marissa Diaz, who is the Director of Sales and Events at Hyatt Regency Trinidad. I'm very happy to chat with her because, you know, we all are members of our industry. We want to touch with them and find out, you know, how they're faring and what's going on with them and how they've been able to pivot in this pandemic. Good morning, Marissa.
Good morning, Lisa.
Talk to me. Tell me, how has the pandemic impacted the Hyatt Hotel, and how have you guys been faring 1 year later? It's almost been a year now.
Oh, exactly, 11 months later.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think any business can necessarily say they've been able to successfully withstand having the borders be closed for 11 months. But we've tried our best at the Hyatt. Obviously, we have been severely impacted.
Yeah.
85 to 90% of our business is inbound travel. So the local market, it has been, we've always been a favorite for the local clientele. So we've had to rely heavily on the local market and, you know, have tried to be innovative and creative in creating new packages for the local clientele.
Now, before we go to the packages coming out of Carnival, this would have been your highest season. So I've been to the hotel at least twice now over the past few weeks. And, you know, I've seen how you guys have sort of reoriented. You know, you've sort of combined like the restaurant area, the sushi bar with the restaurant and so on. How have you pivoted, and what has been the uptake from the local community? You said you're targeting the local community. What has been the uptake from the local community?
Well,
how have they been responding? Has there been a fear from the locals to come into you know, to even hotels locally?
No, I wouldn't say there's been a fear, because the one thing that I think the public is aware of is our cleaning and cleanliness protocol.
Right.
So Hyatt is the only hotel on the island that is GBAC certified. So that's the Global Biorisk Advisory Council.
What is that?
So we've been very, it's a cleaning industry standard.
Okay.
That looks at like outbreak prevention, response, and recovery.
Okay.
So we received that accreditation very early on in the pandemic, and we've been communicating that to the public. When you come to the hotel, you see that you wash your hands, take your temperature before you even enter. You wear your mask throughout your stay. Only at the restaurant you can take it off. You know, there are a lot of touchless points. You can check into your room using your cell phone. You download the menu online. So we've tried our best to mitigate against people having to, you know, use too many touch points. And I think we've been very successful over the Christmas, and particularly for Valentine's weekend. We've seen where people, you know, getting more comfortable coming out and socializing.
Okay. So now that you've had to pivot, you've had a year to sort of, you know, focus on how you could, you know, reorient your plans to really stay afloat, so to speak.
Correct.
Yeah. What are you guys going to be doing to move forward?
Well, we always listen to our clientele. Now, Hyatt has traditionally been a hotel for celebrations. So people come for, you know, Valentine's or birthdays, anniversaries, that type of thing. Exactly. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is really, in addition to the celebrations, really just make it an everyday type of activity. One of the things, and with me, myself being a parent, I am frustrated at home with the kids, but I was concerned about the safety of going out.
Right.
And of course, you know, I don't want to necessarily go out on a weekend when it's busy. So one of the packages that we've created is the local Hyatt Night In package, where it's a midweek break. So you check into the hotel at 8 a.m. It comes with breakfast for two. So you can have breakfast, and then the kids log in for school and do their school day. And then after school is out, you go and you partake in the F&B and have fun at the pool, all the activities at the pool. And then you overnight, and the package allows you to check out at 5 p.m. the following day. So it's 2 full days of activities and a lot of inclusions. And it's also at a beautiful price point. It's about $99 US, which puts us to roughly $700.
Okay.
For 2 people for the overnight stay. So,
Okay.
and there are a number of we're creating a number of experiences on property as well. So we're trying to do new activities, movie night, fun games for the kids. The restaurant has been very successful in creating lounge nights, and they do a mocktail hour, a happy hour with mocktails, because we don't do alcohol, with mocktails every Monday to Thursday. They do theme nights on a Friday. So we just try to, change things up, because we
Yeah.
recognize that, people are bored.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to give them more alternatives to come out there and be safe while doing so.
Marissa, I'm very curious about the innovation process, because these are some very creative packages, especially the way that you've come up with something that people can almost vacation locally
Right.
and still have school happening, right? So that they
Correct.
can have the school, the Zoom, because you're in the hotel going to school. I guess you can work and Zoom from the hotel
Exactly.
as well. What was the
Work
innovation
from,
process like among your
well,
team to come up with
well,
with these creative ideas?
we generally tend to piggyback off of the global ideas, but we
Ah,
have to
okay.
tailor it to our local market.
Okay,
So,
okay.
for example, the Hyatt Night In package was a global initiative, but we
Ah,
had to make
okay.
it our own. We had to
Okay.
trinify it.
Okay.
So we added the signature experiences.
Okay.
We know that the kids love the smoothies at the pool, their Jenga games. There are a lot of different things that we added for the local clientele.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Also, the early check-in is something that people have asked for over the years. People continue to ask for the early check-in so that they can enjoy the breakfast and also have a fantastic day.
Okay, okay. All right. Is this spa open, by the way? Because Friday is my last
No,
day. No?
not yet. Not yet, but
What?
as soon as it does, we'll
Uh,
send you something. As soon as it opens.
I don't understand. All
No,
right.
not yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure people could go online and find all this information, correct?
Correct. Yes, on our Instagram and on Facebook, we're very active on social media. We do a lot of promoting on social media, as well as our website trinidad.hyatt.com.
All right, Marissa. Well, congratulations, though. I felt for the entire industry. And,
Yeah.
we did our part here on the morning show just to ensure that we kept, travel tourism as well as the entertainment industry as alive as possible during the
Right.
pandemic. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what we did with you guys this morning. So, Marissa Diaz, Director of Sales and Events, Hyatt Regency Trinidad. Thank you so much for joining us and just giving us an idea of what's happening at the Hyatt this morning. So continue to be safe, Marissa.
Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you, Lisa.